Respect is not something we can force on others. It grows from how we present ourselves and how we treat those around us. The moment we walk into a room, people notice our posture, our energy, and our attitude. If we carry ourselves with a sense of calm assurance, people become more inclined to listen when we speak. This immediate impression can make all the difference in whether someone decides to take us seriously or brush us off. We want respect to come naturally, not through demanding or begging for it, but through the way we act, speak, and even remain silent at times. True respect comes from the subtle signals we send out, day after day, in every interaction. There is a powerful effect in holding back our emotions. When we get carried away by anger or frustration, we show that we're unable to maintain control. People notice this and lose confidence in us because we appear weak in that moment. Yet when we respond calmly, without letting our feelings dominate the conversation, we seem self-possessed and thoughtful. This balance of remaining composed while still being true to ourselves is key to gaining instant respect. People sense there's a layer of focus beneath our calm exterior, something that won't be shaken by casual conflict. Sometimes fewer words hold more weight. If we speak only when we truly have something to say, people learn that our words are worth waiting for. We stand out because we aren't rushing to fill the silence or trying to force attention with chatter. By staying quiet and focused, we observe everyone else. We see how they speak, how they move, and how they react. We gather information that can help us navigate situations more effectively. Then when we finally speak, our words have a sharper impact. It isn't about being shy or standoffish. It's about letting our presence do the talking before we say anything at all. We can also gain respect by leading with honesty about our own weaknesses. It sounds counterintuitive, but when we admit our faults in a sensible way, we come across as trustworthy. We are signaling that we have nothing to hide. People usually respect truthfulness because it's rare, and they trust those who don't try to pretend to be perfect. When others see that we can acknowledge our limitations, they feel safer in our company. It's not a show of weakness, but a demonstration of self-awareness. We aren't leaving ourselves open to insults. We're taking control of our own narrative. Our ability to adapt to different environments also influences how quickly people respect us. If we enter new spaces with curiosity, watching how people talk and behave, we can blend in more smoothly. This doesn't mean we lose our individuality. It means we're smart enough to navigate social dynamics. We hold on to who we are while still recognizing the unstated rules of each place we go. When we adapt without losing our essence, we appear flexible, thoughtful, and strong. People respect the kind of confidence that doesn't shy away from new challenges or different social circles. One underrated way to gain respect is to show appreciation for other people's strengths. In a world where many try to tear others down, genuine acknowledgement of someone's skill or hard work stands out. Praising others strategically doesn't weaken our authority. It raises our status because it shows we're comfortable enough in our own abilities to highlight someone else's. This approach makes people more open to trusting us or following our lead. They see us as a figure who can recognize real value and isn't threatened by it. Over time, those small acts of appreciation build a lasting foundation of respect. Respect often grows from a sense of mystery. If we're too predictable or eager to please, people might take us for granted. But if we remain somewhat reserved about our future plans or personal life, we create a sense of intrigue. We're not being secretive for no reason. We're simply not revealing everything at once. This leaves people curious about what we might do next. They pay closer attention, which puts us in a stronger position to influence them. When we do choose to share details, it feels more like a privilege for them than a given. Another crucial step is mastering our field, or at least demonstrating progress on the path to mastery. Even if we're not at the top, striving toward expertise in whatever we do commands authority. It shows our passion and discipline, qualities people admire and respect. When we speak from knowledge backed by consistent effort, our words carry weight. There's a sense of security people feel around those who know their craft. We don't have to be the best in the world at something, but our commitment to learning and improving signals we're serious. People respect that kind of focus and dedication. We should also be strategic with our generosity. Giving is powerful when it's done with purpose, be it in the form of knowledge, assistance, or opportunities. When we help someone without making it look like a transaction, we create a bond of goodwill. This approach has a subtle way of placing us in a respected position. We become someone who can be relied on, yet we're not giving blindly. We're sharing resources or time in a manner that empowers others, and in the long run strengthens our own standing. This form of giving should come from a place of genuine respect for others, not from a desire to look good. There is also great power in knowing when to distance ourselves. In certain moments, being too available can diminish our presence. When we learn to step back, we give others time to reflect on what we've said or done. We also avoid being pulled into unnecessary drama. This distance gives people the chance to see our value more clearly. It's like leaving the stage with the audience wanting more instead of overstaying and wearing out our welcome. By withdrawing strategically, we keep our influence strong and remind others of our worth. Sometimes respect comes down to perception. If we carry ourselves as though we already have respect, people often follow that lead. This isn't about faking confidence, but rather acknowledging our own value and living according to it. Our tone of voice, our posture, and our eye contact should reflect the belief that what we have to say is important. People take cues from how we treat ourselves. If we treat ourselves like we deserve respect without being arrogant, they'll sense that and respond in kind. It's not a trick, but an inner alignment that radiates outward. Staying alert to the dynamics of any group is another way to command respect. The person who anticipates problems, spots unspoken tension, and diffuses conflict calmly is automatically valued. We become someone people look to for guidance. By reading the room, we can speak with the right tone and bring insights that others might overlook. This skill makes us indispensable in high-pressure moments because we don't let the situation control us. Instead, we manage it by staying aware and thinking ahead. In this way, even small suggestions or observations can have a large impact on how people perceive us. Patience also plays a significant role. Many folks undermine their own authority by rushing into situations or pushing too hard for immediate results. We gain more respect when we show we can wait for the right moment. If we practice patience, we avoid showing desperation. We're more likely to make thoughtful decisions rather than emotional reactions. When people see we can stay composed while waiting for the proper timing, they view us as wise and deliberate, not easily swayed by events around us. It's a sign of control and discipline that garners quiet admiration. Finally, there's a deeper level to all of this, which is understanding our own motives. If we aren't clear on why we want respect, we can come across as insincere or manipulative. But if our aim is genuine, such as to inspire or lead people towards something constructive, others will sense our authentic intent. That sincerity shines through. We aren't simply playing a role, we truly live by these principles. Over time, respect then follows naturally. It grows from each choice we make, each interaction we handle, and each piece of value we bring to those around us. People notice consistency and depth. They notice when we're not just putting on a show, but actually embodying the qualities we talk about. By taking these steps with honest effort, respect starts to flow toward us. We don't have to force or demand it because it arrives as a natural outcome of how we behave and what we bring to the table. Our presence becomes a statement in itself. Others gravitate toward us, not because of fear or empty flattery, but because they genuinely sense we're worth listening to and learning from. That is the essence of true authority.